If you are listening to this, my name is Kylie. Welcome collection family. Remember, no spamming, no cursing, and please no sus comments. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. Corvette. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me, but I'm old, yeah. All this money on me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Yeah. All this money around me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Go-to when she down to come through clutch, huh? Sit brown till I'm flush time. My drip, real plush, huh? Internet tea off a blue pill. Hand grip stack of the blue cheese. Turn that to a bag in a new crib. Nice big spot by the seaside. Never stressed on for a handout. Just ain't on what I be on. Just ain't on, need to be right, yeah. Gold fronts to show the color of my soul. Cool you think you is, you got me in a mode. Where I'm from, we live and die by the code. Either that or sell your soul to get a roll. Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me, but I'm old, yeah. All this money on me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Yeah. All this money around me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me.
Y'all, good morning, everybody. Happy freaking... Hold on. It's Wednesday. It is a Wednesday, July 2nd, boys and girls. What is good, everybody? A couple more days until Independence Day. What is happening? Boys and girls, good freaking morning. How's everyone feeling, man? Happy freaking Wednesday. Appreciate you guys tapping in as always. Thank you for tapping in today. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. Appreciate you guys tapping in. What up, Rahul? What up, Jim, bro? What's good, dude? Casanova Kane in the building. What's good? Bread and butter. So he's driving into the office today. Happy the hump day. What up, bread and butter? Chevy rides 3-time in the building. In the building. What's good? Nam in the building. Good morning. Sold my mind. Cut life. What's good? Mr. Turtle Chang. Treyway. What's good? Overboard. Treyway. What up, man? Cut life. Everybody pulling up. Angel. What up, dude? Good morning. RPK. DJ. What's good? Good morning. Scene lover in the building. What's good? Marcel, Francisco, good morning. Cushy Souls, good morning. Let me go ahead and pin that real quick. Crypto in the building. What's good? Good morning. Trung Lee in the building. What's good, man? Good morning. Jay Bays, good morning. Ransby in the building. I see you. Jinx, Chris Montgomery. Morning rap. So all I got to do is to create a you don't really have to, I don't even know if you have to create an account. I have to, let me double check because I haven't really read into it. Nolan, what's good, man? What up, my guy? What's going on, Rafi Collects fam? Yes sir. Rami, what up, dude? Harry in the building. What's good? C in the building. Joseph, Sonu in the building. Malcolm, what's good? I'm officially an Unk status. Raw Jr. turned 15 today, Raw says. There we go, Raw. There we go. He says I'm Unk status. Monday, what up, dude? Good morning. Happy birthday to your son, Rahuz. Hopefully he has an amazing, what was it, 15th birthday? Golly. Trey, what up, man? Orlando in the building, what's good? Ethan, good morning, Raph. Getting my booth set up for the next card show. There we go. Demo, what up, man? Good morning. Dripmore in the building. I'm ready to shatter my, oh gosh. Orlando, good morning. DJ, y'all don't need to make an account, but it could help your odds to have one. Too legit in the building, what's good? Skinner in the building, what up, man? Good morning, everybody. How is everyone feeling? Black Shinobi in the building, I see you. Ray, good morning. Dr. Shu in the building, I see you guys up there. What up? Danny in the building, what's good? Good morning. Frank is 099 in the building. Good morning. But good morning, everybody. How is everyone feeling, man? It is Tuesday or Wednesday. We are at hump day. We made it halfway through the week. And I feel like everyone's really closing off for the end of the week, man. I feel like I could feel the tension rising a little bit, saying like, you know what? I'm almost towards the end of the week. I'm over the week. And I think that's where we're at really here when it comes to the sneaker space, to be honest with you guys. I'm not feeling the sneaker energy. I don't think anyone's really worried about, you know, shoes right now. You feel me? Steven, what up, dude? I'm kosher in the building. What up, Brian? Good morning. Johnny Wick in the building. What's good? Good morning. Brandon Torvaros. Yes, I got we got a lot of stuff to talk about this morning, but let everyone you know, trickling in. Deadly Venom, good morning. What up, Ron in the building? What's good? 4-day weekend loaded up on the back end, Rahu says. Facts, dude. I mean, today and then obviously tomorrow is going to be the last day for me when it comes down to streaming for the rest of the week, just because my family's coming in on Thursday. Actually, you know what? Thursday, July 3rd, we'll be live obviously tomorrow. Friday morning. Maybe we'll be live Friday morning. I think no, we won't. Yes, we will. We might actually. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We might. We shall see. You going for a personal for Undefeated Fours? Mr. Sheridan says yes, sir. GG, what up, dude? No one showed up at work today. Rafi-ish it's hectic at work. Oh, I don't blame him. Ariel, what up, dude? Good morning. I'm telling you, like, that's what I'm saying, chat. Like, I feel like when it comes to the week, it's like everyone's kind of checked out, bro. Especially that 4th of July lands on a freaking Friday. Like for me on my last job, when the holiday landed on a Saturday, which 4th of July will land on a Saturday next year, that means we will have Friday off. So say if like we get 4th of July, it lands on a Sunday, then you would get Monday off. I don't know if that works for your guys' jobs. It's like, well, you snooze, you lose. If it lands on a weekend, you don't get anything off. But that's how my last job worked. If it lands on a weekend, then you would get either Monday or Friday off before the weekend. So I'll give you a day off Friday, management. And Orlando says, yeah, you wish you'd be in management. Sneakers are on the back burner for right now till the rare Air Force, probably, Carlos says. Oh, I mean, maybe there's like a couple other stuff that, you know, a couple other shoes are going to be dropping throughout the month of July. I just feel like not as, you know, many people are really excited for the Pure Money Jordan 3s. Like there's not much, you know, attention around the shoe right now for Pure Money Jordan 3s. So, I mean, it is what it is, you know. Did you see the post I sent you on IG the other day about the Wizard of Oz on the from the Sphere? Yes, I did. It's been all over the commercials and all that stuff, all over TikTok and stuff. I've been seeing that. Watching you from Philly Airport, heading to Jamaica, Firefleet says. Well, enjoy your vacation and have a safe flight, Firefleet, man. Here you go. Take the vacation on Friday, Raph Marcel says. I probably will. Stone Cold Dawn, good morning, because I got a lot to do, and plus all my family is showing up on the 3rd, which is tomorrow. So I know my sister has been calling me non-stop, chat. Non-stop. I think she always tries to call me like 3 to 4 times a day, starting from like Monday or Sunday, bro. Like, she's just been calling me nonstop, bro. Like my mom yesterday, like she's super excited. She went freaking where did she go? She went grocery shopping, right? And she bought 30 dead ass. She called me on FaceTime yesterday. She bought 32 freaking lobsters, like live lobsters, 32 of them. I said, Mom, what are you gonna do with that? She's like, I'm gonna bring it down to Vegas because like my mom and dad are driving down, so they're gonna drive down. I said, you're gonna drive down to Vegas with 32 lobsters? I was like, she's like, yeah, we're like throwing this big ass party at my cousin's house on freaking Friday. And I'm like, there's no way you're bringing 32 freaking lobsters with you. Thanks, Rav. Have a safe 4th, chat. You too, man. I appreciate you. 32, chat. I was like, what are you going to do with 32? I was like, holy dude. Good morning, fam. Lee. What up, Jumpman fam? What's good, dude? What up, Rav? What up, last name Sneakerhead? What's good, dude? Better keep them on ice. Kosher Lab says, oh yeah, dude, I'm telling you, my mom is like crazy in the kitchen, so she gets everything up in the kitchen, bro. She's like, well, like 10 of these are going to your freezer. I said, Mom, I don't think I have space for 10 lobsters to go in my freezer. Could have bought them and driving home. Harry says, sup, Raph? What up, Sportle? What up, dude? Dude, there was like a huge storm. What up, Jeffrey? There was like a huge sandstorm out here in Vegas yesterday. Like, I don't know if you guys seen the videos, but like the winds were like so strong where like they were like blowing down the trees, like light posts. Like there's some people that still currently have no power at their homes, and it's like 100+ degrees. Like, that's rough. You know, what up, Bill? What's good, dude? What up, Ron? It's rough, dude. Having no power, that's freaking rough, dude. And luckily where I live, it didn't happen. I don't know why, but it happened near the Strip. I think it happened way up north. And it was really pretty bad. But luckily that happened yesterday. Not throughout the week. I think it was a one day thing. So, do your wipers work in the sandstorm? I don't know. I wouldn't know. So, welcome to the desert. Facts, dude. What up, Huck? What's good, man? Good morning. Sandstorm, were you scared? I mean, I'm indoors. I mean, so I don't know. It didn't really happen to me. I'm cooking up a lobster, Shoe Doc says. Jordan Rex. What up, man? Good morning. Need those Travis Sandstorm goggles, right? I'm Supreme. What up, dude? Man, it's been a minute since I seen you. What up, E-Money? What's good, dude? What up? E-Money says, Raph, your parents have bank? Dude, my parents don't spend money on anything, dude. Like, my parents are like old school Filipinos. All my dad does is just work, bro. That's all he does. He works like all the time. He doesn't really go out. He doesn't really shop for anything. Like, he just stays home and saves money, dude. Harry V, what up, man? What up with the shoe surgeon? Big drama here, dude. You're still finding out about it. Lobster is what I do. I'm a commercial fisherman. Caught 1,000 pounds yesterday. There you go. Bust out of cell phones. Yeah, where is the undefeated fours at? Dude, you know what? I'm Supreme. I said, bro, I haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully everything is well, and you're over here still begging where the undefeated fours at. Damn, bro. That's what happened to you. What happened, bro? Can I have a conversation? I asked you how you doing, bro. How's life? How's family? Jeez, it's all you care about, huh? Here, fine. It's pinned in the chat, dude. You know what? Here's the undefeated fours, dude. You know what? Here you go. Sign up, dude. You ain't getting the shoe until freaking fall season anyways. Go ahead. Sign up. It's pinned in the chat. Jeez. Golly. Some of y'all just not human in here, bro. Here, go ahead. There it is. The link is pinned. I'm Supreme. Finesse, what up, man? Good morning. Famous in the building. Good morning to you. Appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, I mean, undefeated fours ain't dropping until fall season. They teased out a whole commercial for the undefeated fours, but it says they ain't releasing until fall season. So it's having everyone sign up for this. Let's see. What up, my collection gang? What's good, dude? Good morning. Yeah, just like F life, bro. Where's the shoes? Exactly, bro. Ain't nobody got like. That's when you bro. You could just tell how someone is, and like through just social media sometimes. Rafi, I hope all is well. Where the hell are the undefeated fours? Right, dude. You might as well sign up, dude, because this is your best chance on signing up in the shoe and hitting. What up, good dude? Good morning. Push back until September. Signed up twice for this, Finesse says. What up, CJ? What's good, dude? Nigel released his press as well for the lows. Yes, I did see that. I forgot what they were calling that. So I don't know. I forgot what they were calling. He had a video yesterday that he posted that was on a billboard, and I forgot what the shoe was. I forgot what the shoe was called. I copped the Air Max 95 Bright Mandarin restock on Nike and copped the rare Air 4s on GOAT yesterday. Remember Seraph, after you blow up? No, I do. Listen, it's fine, dude. I remember all of you guys. But like, imagine like asking someone how they're doing and stuff like that, and like all they're asking is about some fucking goofy ass shoes, bro. That's when you just know motherfuckers just don't give a shit about life. What up, Jeffrey? What up, man? Good morning. Where's the sign up at? So basically, all jokes aside, all right, Air Jordan 4 Undefeateds. You know, obviously this was a huge thing yesterday. That all the blogs were talking about. Undefeated that posted it. You know, if you want to sign up for the updates for the Undefeated 4s, you're more than welcome to. This is on an Undefeated Air Jordan 4 website. It's asking for your first, your last name, and your email. And that's all they're asking for to sign up. So basically, throughout the time before the shoe ends up coming out, I guess they'll send some updates. So who knows? I mean, the shoe is set to drop next month, right? I mean, there's gonna be a lot more noise, when the shoe gets a little bit closer. What up, Luna? What's good, dude? Good morning. Undefeated having a friends and family event on this month. I'm in there. Oh, 100% they're going to. Undefeated will 100% have a friends and family event. Most likely, this will have a friends and family event. Just like similar to like the Bread 1 highs. Like they'll most likely have an event for the same shoe. So just similar to like the last shoe. So once again, they're probably going to do this as well. Because like I feel like in order to hit that Undefeated Jordan 4 with the Jumpman in the back, like the limited pair, like you're probably going to need to know someone that works at Undefeated, bro. Because like when the Bread 85s, when the Bread 85 highs came out over here in Vegas and like on the Undefeated stores, like really you had to know somebody to really get invited. So hopefully, listen, hopefully, we get a pair, scoop up a pair. The Nigel 1 lows are called the better with time. That's right, better with time is what it's called. So if anybody wants to sign up for any of the updates for the Jordan 4 Undefeateds, like I said, these are set to drop next month in August. So if you want to sign up for any of the updates, you're more than welcome to. The link is pinned in the chat. If you guys want to sign up, all right? It's just your first, your last name, and then also your email. So if you guys want to go ahead and sign up for this, you're more than welcome to. It's free for anybody to join. I don't think it's necessarily to create an account. I would definitely say this. Depending how Undefeated drops their shoe, okay, I would definitely recommend you guys creating an Undefeated account. I definitely recommend it. Most of the time, if they do like, a drop on Undefeated, on like a GR or any other, drops, they normally have people sign up, register on their website. So it is easier, whenever you are checking out on Undefeated websites, is to create an account. That's what I would recommend. It doesn't really give you a higher chance, but it will be easier when you do check out on some stuff on Undefeated. So if you haven't created an Undefeated account, I definitely recommend it. It comes out on the 28th next month. That's a day before my birthday, so I need this for the toe as a birthday gift. Let's see, 0 to 5 that's why I came in here. How are you gonna be mad with me if your title says Jordan 4 Undefeated soon? That's why I came in here. I'm Supreme. I'm not mad, bro. I'm not mad at you, bro. I'm not mad at you. It's just never mind. Never mind, bro. I'm not mad. Trust me. I'm Supreme. I'm not mad. I was poking at you just because I thought it was funny that like it's just, as humans, I'm just saying how you're doing. I'm just saying how you doing, bro. How's life? you know. But the but the second time your comment was just asking where the undefeated fours are at. That's it. That's all. That's what it was. That's it, bro. You just can't have a conversation. That's it. It's all good. He doesn't get it. Nah, he don't get it. It's all good. It doesn't make sense for Nike to hype up the shoes and not make them available to the public, like with the breads. Let's hope it's different from Undefeated. I mean, I feel like Undefeated. Man, I still don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be an easy cop, bro. I still don't think so. What up, Daniel? What's good, dude? Good morning, man. Good morning. Good morning. I don't think it's gonna be an easy cop, bro. I still don't think it's gonna be an easy cop. It's gonna be tough, dude. It's gonna be tough, man. It's absolutely gonna be tough, dude. I mean, I feel like yes, right now, the way the sneaker game is going, of how slow it is right now, like you guys gotta understand, like how quick like sneakers turn around. Like it goes quick, bruh. Like the hype just builds up so quick. I mean, that's why in the last couple weeks it's been slow. It's, you know, it's summertime, so obviously a lot of people, if there's nothing really hype to talk about or really, you know, any hype stuff to buy when it comes to shoes, people just forget about sneakers for a little bit, you know, which is fine. You know, like I said, July is normally the slowest, you know, month of the year, and I mean, I'm not surprised that people are not really paying attention to shoes until, you know, maybe Rare Air Force. You feel me? Undefeated doesn't have an app. I don't think it does. I don't know if it does or not. I don't know if it does or not. We're not here to have a conversation. I have rent money to spend on sneakers, Tito says. Yeah. The Supreme SBs would have been drowned out with all the hype releases anyways, Atomic says. Better put your work in for these, but if I don't hit on the next two, legit says. I mean, it's hard to say like, oh, let me put the work in for the undefeated fours, right? Because there's not going to be many stores that are going to be getting them. You know what I mean? Like, there's not going to be many stores to get them, so it's like hard to really say like, all right, I'm going to put in the footwork. I mean, if it's a GR where like, all right, you know, they're going to be dropping on Finish Line, JD Sports, and all the other foot stores, okay, then yeah, that's like putting enough footwork. But like if you only have a minimum of stores of even getting the Jordan 4, like it's hard to say like, yeah, Raph, I put in that footwork. You feel me? I don't think Undefeated will do it like the bread drop. As long as they do better than that, it'll be fine. Doesn't mean it will be easy to hit, though. There's a lot coming our way after July is over. I mean, the blog's already saying that 2026 is looking really crazy, bruh. Like, I guess supposedly 2026 is looking really promising. But, I mean, with all the shoes that we've already seen that's getting leaked, like, I mean, for me, this is how I feel for 2026. And every time we get a new year coming up for sneakers, like, this is how I feel. Like, I don't like getting my hopes up. I don't like getting my hopes up anymore. You know why? Because, like, most of the time, like, it's either the shoe never is scheduled to drop for next year or shit gets pushed back. You know, like, shit gets pushed back. Like, they tease it. They, like, say this is going to drop this day or this month, and then it doesn't ever happen. You know? Arts of War, what up, man? Do you think Undefeated will have an online raffle? I think they will. I feel like it's been pretty consistent the way they've been dropping sneakers online. It's always been like EQL raffles. But like, if you guys never experienced like Undefeated drops in the past, Undefeated is pretty good. Even if they do a first come first serve, which they've done before multiple times on Undefeated drops. They're pretty good at bot protecting their website. I'm not going to hold you on their only for their collaborated drops. They're really good at those drops. But other than that, everything is EQL raffle. But in this state of mind of sneakers right now, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just an EQL raffle. So I could see that happening. But I mean, like I said, it just all depends on stock, right? It all depends on stock. Which link? It's the link that's pinned in the chat right now. If you guys want to sign up for any of the updates for Undefeated 4s, the link, it is pinned in chat if you guys want to go on and sign up. So Undefeated's going to have an LA drop only. I mean, maybe, Jamie. I mean, there could be a possibility because, like, I heard that as well on the blogs. I heard that in the blogs where, like, if you want a really good chance on hitting undefeateds, you got to be in LA. That's what I heard. Like, if you want a really, really good chance on hitting this damn shoe, you got to be in LA. Supposedly, that is what some blogs were saying. I don't know what kind of insights they got. You know, I don't know what kind of plug that's been telling them about the information. But, like, supposedly, like, if you want a really good chance, you got to be at Undefeated LA. I don't know why. Bluebird, what up? Good morning. Use Rafi's undefeated method to secure a pair. I don't even think the undefeated method really works anymore. I've tried it on, like, one shoe, and it doesn't work. It's not the same. They updated that whole undefeated method. I just need undefeated 4s, Black Cat 4s, and Toro 4s, and I'll be done with Jordan 4s. You know, see, Marie, you'll say that now, and then you see another shoe that drops, whether if it's a collaborated drop or not. Like, you're gonna say that and be like, "Oh man, I'm pulling for another 4." It'll be like that sometimes. When should we look for email any details? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know anything further than this. I don't know. Okay, this is all I know is what the blogs are saying. And what Undefeated has given us is basically just sign up for any updates with your email and your first and last name. That's all it says. You know, nothing less, nothing more. You know, Undefeated method worked for us befores. Everyone that has a golden Text Rare Air 4 has a golden ticket to the Jumpman Undefeated 4s, Tito says. This will be an EQL, just like the Kobe Dodgers on Undefeated everyone hits, Famous says. Well, I mean, sometimes, Famous. Like, right, I wouldn't be surprised if it's an EQL raffle, but once again, like, from past releases for Undefeated, every time they've done a collaborated drop with Nike, it's always been a first come, first serve. But the way the sneakers are right now in today's game, I wouldn't be surprised in an EQL raffle. For instance, undefeated dunks, when they dropped those, like, 4 years ago, they did it as a first come, first serve. When they dropped the Air Max 95s back in, or 97s, I think it was Air Max 97s, or maybe it was Air Max 95s, one of those two. I think it was 95s. Yeah. When they dropped those back in, like, 2021 too, it was a first come, first serve. They had a password page up. You go through. There was a questionnaire. Draw a box around the biggest cat. All that stuff. They had all that stuff. So once again, at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised the way the sneakers are right now. They'll just easily just do EQL raffles. So Undefeated does EQL for every big release now. Won't be surprised if these are, Rami says. But once again, like I said, if you've been around for that long on Undefeated website, they normally do first come, first serve on their site for their collaborated drops. So big drops, absolutely. All the big drops that they do, they always do EQL raffle. But all the rest of their collaborated drops, they always do first come, first serve. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they do EQL raffle. Yo, Raf, is it true that Toro Bravo 4 is coming out next year? Yeah, that's something that we'll definitely talk about here next. Joe, what up, man? Good morning to you, my friend. Good morning. It's given that they will do something special for LA. It's their home base. Yes. That's why I was thinking. I was like, you know what? They most likely will definitely cater to their home base, which is in LA. And you know who's going to have all the pairs? Cool Kicks. Hey, don't be surprised if Cool Kicks end up having some pairs by the time August rolls around. You're going to see some pairs in their store. I mean, guess what they already have? They got a ton of Travis Scott fragments. They got a ton of them ready. They got like a full-size run of Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low fragments. I think that's where Jay the Sneaker Guy got his pair. He got his from Cool Kicks. So wouldn't be surprised if Cool Kicks ends up getting these Undefeated 4s super early. And early pairs of these Undefeated 4s are not going to be cheap, bro. Like, it's most likely going to be like, early pairs are probably going to be around $2,000 for early pairs. So I hope they don't put Nike Air on the Toro Bravos. They probably will. If they just bring back the way it dropped, the original drop, then just put the Jumpman in the back. But either that. So did you see the fragment video from Jay the Sneaker Guy? I have not watched it yet. So Dodger Blue released a couple months early, so we'll see. No way how much they have them for. Kicks on Demand says. Hope they Louis Atomic says Jay bought them for 2 racks. Yeah, he bought it for 2 bands, bro. I'm like, that's crazy. What time they dropping, Raf? They're not dropping today. They're gonna be dropping in the fall season. So I'm assuming probably August, September, whenever they say fall of 2025. I'm assuming September. Like, I'm assuming around September time. When does fall start? Fall don't start until like what? September, right? Right? September? Cool Kicks selling early Travis for $2,000. Get you some if you got the cash. Facts, bro. Hey man, listen, if you have the moolahs, bro, you might as well pull the trigger on it if you really want the shoe. What up, Gorgon? Good morning, dude. September 21st is the first day of fall. Jay, what up, man? Good morning. Fall for sneakers is July. That's summer, Rami. After summer, September 21st, I think. Fall starts September. Okay. September 22nd. 2 bands is crazy for some Travises. I mean, like I said, it's an investment, obviously, for the homie Jay. I mean, he gets views like that. He gets views and stuff like that, so he's easily, arguably, making that money back off like a couple videos. All 4s on Nike is air all day, Vince says. F them, Jeffrey says. Tax write-off for 2K. Absolutely, man. Link to the page. If anybody, what up, Morgans? What up, man? Young Dan of the Mill. If anybody in here that needs the link for Undefeated, it is pinned in the chat. All right. Yes, it's summer, but they consider fall season starting in July for Nike, Rami says. Yes, it's summer. They consider fall season starting in summer. Who says that, Rami? Rami, what? Who says that, Rami? Rami, you're just making things up, dude. What is dropping that says all right, dropping in fall season, but it's dropping in July? Rod, I'm pretty sure Nike's not that dumb, right? Collie, what up, dude? Imagine saying fall season and drops in July. I don't think that's right. Just cop every shoe as tax write-off for YouTube businesses. Easy cop. Eddie Diaz says facts, bro. What up, Straight to Toe? What up, man? Yo, Raph, who do you think should be on the cover of the NBA 2K26? I don't know. Probably it's gonna be SGA probably. Let's see. Could it continue with the back to school shopping? It could make sense. I guess so. I mean, listen, if they starting fall season of July, it makes 0 sense to me. Like, it don't make no sense, bro. When they used to do the seasonal previews on Sneakers Day, they consider July as fall. C. Marie says that makes no sense. Uncle Chrissy must have said fall begins in September, and Rami has the inside scoop over Chrissy. Oh man. Make sure you guys run it up, hit that like button. All right, let's see here real quick, chat. All right, Bronny James on the NBA 2K26. All right, here we go, chat. Here we go. Oh man, hey man, all I gotta say, chat, is the people have spoken, bro. All right. The people have spoken. What up, Jake B? What's good, dude? What up, man? Good morning. All right. Good morning. Rafi, stop playing. Raf plays works for Nike. Bluebird says. All right, here we go. All right. The people have spoken. That's all I have to say. You guys ready? What I'm about to show. It doesn't make sense as the calendar. They want everyone to be wearing the season clothes by the season starts, King Leo says. Yeah, I guess so. All right, here we go. Breaking news. Chat. The Air Jordan 4 is currently expected to return in summer of 2026. Okay, I'm assuming when they say summer of 2026, I'm assuming March. All right? I'm assuming March. Here we go, chat. The Air Jordan 4 Toro Bravos dropping next year. Golly. Here you guys go. A shoe that a lot of you guys have been waiting for in the freaking chat. And there you guys go. Air Jordan 4 Toro Bravos. Yes, I got my Toro Bravos. There you guys go. A shoe that you guys been waiting for a freaking long time. All right? There you guys go. These are meh. I need those Toros. They don't say what month it's in. Well, they just say the summer. That's all it says. ASG for the 39-month Ria, my guy.
Just pulled the Sunbron from a booster bundle.
Just pulled a Sunbreon from a booster bundle. Make sure you post it on Discord, bro. Post it on Discord. Copper drop, chat. Copper drop. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Nike keeps the Jumpman on the back of the tab on this. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Nike and Jordan Brand leaves that Jumpman on the back. For me, even if they have the Jumpman in the back or the Nike logo, this is a must cop, bro. This right here is a must cop, dude. A must cop. A must cop. Drax for the 22-month Ria. What up, Drax? Thank you so much for the 22-month Ria, my guy.
Rock
thank
on
you, thank you,
gesture
thank you.
emoji. Cool face emoji. Rock on gesture emoji.
Shout out my boy Drax, man. Thank you so much for the 22-month Ria. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my dude. Man, this is gonna be like probably one of the best Jordan 4 GRs to drop next year so far, as what we've seen so far. Like what we've seen so far, like this is probably one of the best Jordan 4s to drop so far, in my personal opinion. Like this is nice. Well, you guys have been waiting for this. You guys have been waiting for this for a very, very long time, dude. And like, when was the last time these dropped, dude? I don't even. 2013? I don't know, 2012. When was this last time these dropped, chat? It's been so long. That's all Red B Retro says. Nike Air would have been nice to see. I mean, they could be. I mean, this is obviously not the official look of the shoe, right? This is not the official look, right? They were just announced that these are going to be dropping next year. These over the way. No, white cement 4s over these all day. What do you mean, man? I understand white cement 4s are bricks and they're not going for anything, but these are not better than the white cement 4s. I'm sorry. I'm taking white cement 4s over these all day, every day. 2013, the last time that these dropped. Nike Air, not every shoe. Yeah, I mean, these still look good with the Jumpman on the back. These still look good. When the last time these dropped, the original drop of these shoes, they dropped with the Jumpman in the back, and I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with the Jumpman on the back on these shoes, because it looks good regardless with the Jumpman on the back. I mean, yes, it will look pretty good with the Nike Air in the back as well, but I don't know. These are still really, really nice. Nah, these are better than the white cement 4s. You bugging? No, the white cement. How am I bugging, Finesse? How's that? How am I bugging? White cement 4s? Why? Because white cement 4s are bricks? Man, it's freezing. It's freaking freezing. Bread 4s 2012 pair better than the white cement 4s. I guess if you think about that, sure. I guess so. I guess. I want my Toros with the Jumpman on the back. They not on the OG. I don't want Nike Air. Nike Air Jumpman on the back. I don't care, dude. I'm buying it regardless. I have never had a 4 with a Jumpman on the back, Gorgon says. Really? I feel like before before like Nike really spammed the hell on the Nike Air on the back on a Jordan 4. Like a popular Jordan 4 before that, like was what? Like during COVID times, like what? The military blacks. People went crazy over those shoes. V, what up, man? Take these over the most drop. Spartan says, Rafi, I prefer the brick by bricks to the white cement 4s. I mean, if that's what you think, it's fine, man. It's just your opinion. Raf, are the Bucks crazy for releasing Dame time? No, they ain't crazy for that. So, you wasn't buying Jordans then, Eric? I guess I wasn't. Military blacks are super nice. Air A says, been wanting these since I saw Wayne in them. C Marie says. What about Oreo 4s or cements? Okay, Oreo 4s, quality-wise, better than the cements. But colorway-wise, cements are better. Okay? Like, I would say, like, okay, if you're going to go based off material, I mean, the material on these are what? Durabuck? Nubuck? On these ones, these are not leather. It's not like regular tumbled leather on these. What's my top 4 or top 3 Jordan 4s of all time? Number 1, Breads. 2018 Breads. 2, white cements. White cement 4s. 3, man, I don't know. This is debatable. There's a lot of debates on number 3 because there's a lot of 4s that I like. A lot of 4s that I like. But Breads, white cement 4s are like arguably like the best Jordan 4s of all time. Is the brick by bricks great quality? Yeah, the quality is good. Quality is really, really good. These are the same materials as the white, red, and yellow Thunders, Brian says. Motorsport 4s. Speaking of white cements restocked right now, would you rather have the Jalen Brunson Kobe's or Undefeated 4s? Man. Man, that's hard. Because I really want those Brunsons. But I think I'll probably go with the Undefeated 4s. I probably put more wear on the Undefeated 4s anyways. So, probably that. Bread 4s 2012 pair, the best 4s that came out, to be honest. White cement bread 4s and SB 4s pine greens, top 3 of all time. You about to start playing Magic Graph? Oh no, Nick, no. I just opened a little bit of the packs. What up, Mash and Drum? What's good, dude? Good morning. We on the red shoe wave? Gorgon says. Oh man. I don't know. Well, actually, this would, okay, hold on. Let me double back on that. Okay. Best Jordan 4s of all time for me. Okay. I'm going to go with Bread Ones number 1. Number 2, white cement 4s. Number 3, man, I was gonna go military. Okay, military Jordan 4s, because it's like I'm like juggled around military 4s, and then I think I'm gonna go with Thunder 4s, the yellow ones, and then I mean, if we're talking about like, man, I gotta put brick by bricks up there. SB 4s are always good. Dornbecker 4s are good. Like, there's so many 4s. I'm like in my head, like, that I really, really like. I love the Columbia 4s. Military blue. Military blue. Military blue. You got Dornbecker 4s. You got, like, there's a lot of 4s that I like. The Yellow Thunders. I like the Yellow Thunders over the Lightnings, though. You got. I mean, there's still, like, even in the new stuff, even the new Jordan 4s, like, they're still better than some of, like, the older ones too. Yeah, Columbia 4s, just because, like, the Columbia 4s, when I first got them, me personally, that is the best leather on a Jordan 4. I'm not, you know what? This might be a hot take. I'm not a fan of Cause. I think that's a really overrated shoe. What about your favorite Manila 4s? Is it because I'm Filipino, Brian? There's so many different 4s. See, I'm not a fan of gray shoes. I'm not a fan of gray shoes. I'm not a fan. Well, I already said the 2018 breads. Those were my favorite. There's just so many Jordan 4s. Like Dornbecker 4s are really good. Because it's green. Oh gosh. I honestly think going back to, because you guys are saying cause are super overrated, bro. Cause are super overrated, bro. I don't know. That's just me. They came out with like 2 different colorways. They came out with like that black colorway and then the gray. I always thought that shoe was super overrated. Off-white 4s is a good one, Savion. The woman's exclusive one, the tan one, that one is really, really good. Dang. You see? Travis 4s would not be on my top 5. No. I feel like Travis 4s, the blue and black pair, the blue and red pair, is overrated to me. You know what's so funny? Chat, is that some of y'all said
Smiling face
some
emoji.
of y'all said the Rare Air 4s is a kid shoe, but the Travis 4s is a red and blue shoe too. Lito, thank you so much for the 22-month re-up. Appreciate that, Lito. Thank you. Shout out my boy Lito for the 22-month re-up. Yeah, I was never a fan of him. Like Jordan 4s, like Travis's, like the blue and red. I've owned that pair like twice, dude. I feel like that's an overrated shoe too. It's hard to find a Travis Scott in that Jordan 4 in a really good condition too. It's really hard to find one. Fire Reds. I did not mention Fire Reds. I did not Fire Reds. I didn't mention just because I wasn't crazy. I like the Fire Reds, but I'm not like the craziest fan of it. I'd rather have Breads, but it's still a good shoe. What up, Tito Kicks? What's good, man? Oh man, see, Union 4s are good. I feel like out of all Unions, Jordan 4s, the Niors are the best ones. Yours are the best ones. Laser 4s are a really, really good one. You see? Laser 4s are a really, really good one. I would go Nior 4s and then the Guavas. But dang. You guys are naming some good ones. Some good gems. Because like someone mentioned the off-white 4s and I was like, man, you might be right, dude. Those off-white 4s, man. Listen. I can't rock those. Cut Life says. Brick by Bricks, best Jordan 4 made in my opinion, besides maybe the off-white. Collie Green says. Jordan 4 Dornbeckers. Yeah. Imagine if they ever, let me tell y'all something. If they ever like re-retro an Air Jordan 4 like Dornbecker, oh my gosh, dude. If they ever do that, like I don't know what to believe anymore. Like, deadass. If they, do you guys think that Nike will ever re-retro a Jordan 4 Dornbecker? Like, since they're bringing out, like, we've seen them re-retro a Dornbecker Jordan 3. Like, I think they've done it twice. Brick by Bricks, all hype. I don't think that's the best Jordan 4. Would it be on my top 5 of all time? I don't know. I gotta sit down and think. I would absolutely sit down and think. Because honestly, if I would choose any Jordan 4, best Jordan 4 of all time, like out of all colorways, if I would choose one, I'd probably go with Bread 4s. Spartan Kicks for the 1 year re-up.
Electric 4s were $220 BE4. Up emoji.
I still want to know why electric fours were $220 before. I am not sure, my friend. I am not sure. Like, I'm not going to hold y'all. Like, best Jordan 4s, like, top 5 of all time would be tough to, like, put a list on there. Bread 4s. Dude, I don't know. White cement 4 is got to be a top 5, but I think it's going to be, like, around number 3 or 4 because man, I don't know. I got to sit down and think. What do you think the next year's Christmas 11s will be? Concords or Space Jams? They need to do Concords. If they want to bring back hype on 11s, bring back the Concords. Bring back the Concords, bro. Bring back Concords. Confirm more P-Rods, SB retros on the way. They don't show any pictures. Do they bring these back? Whether you're an OG SB head or a leader of the new school, good news is it's on the way. The recent 20th anniversary of SB P-Rod was not one-off release. Sources confirmed that more P-Rod retros are in production and could be hitting the streets soon. While it remains to be seen if Nike is full-fledged relaunching the SB P-Rods line, the move does seem to be part of the brand's strategy of re-releasing their greatest hits. Hopefully we see retros of the J Rods or even What the Dunks in the future, but only time will tell. I know they're bringing out like some of the classic P Rods and stuff like that, but like I don't know. At this point, like I feel like what Nike is doing is super unpredictable. Super unpredictable. Manila and Wahlberg 4s. What's dropping today, Raph? Brody, what up, bro? What up, Body? What up, dude? Good morning. Nothing dropping today. Nothing dropping today. If you want to sign up for the Undefeated 4s, if you guys are just now tapping in, the link is pinned in the chat. The link is pinned in the chat. The link is pinned. I need a P-Rod too, and while engines, well, I mean, like, question for you guys, like, do you think that since Nike is dropping a bunch of all these, like, you know, gems for Jordans, do you think Nike SB would do the same thing for SBs though? Do you guys think that Nike would do the same thing with SBs? I mean, they're really reaching inside the vault, bruh, when it comes to Jordans. They're really reaching. It's like, bro, probably a restock today again. Maybe, I don't know, Tomic. I don't know. It's been really quiet for the last couple days, right? I mean, the only thing that we have tomorrow is the Air Jordan 3, and that is it for this to end the week off. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I've been getting a lot of I've been getting a lot of messages and DMs asking, yo, Raph, what's going on with the Kobe vault? I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't know anything about. I haven't heard anything, any rumors about a Kobe vault happening, a whole restock happening. I do not know what's going on. So imagine they drop the new Gazels and Jenna. I honestly wish they would. Simri says. I mean, it will. Like, for me, I wouldn't really care too much if they do drop like really old SBs and they bring back some old SBs. I think it's okay. I mean, certain ones, sure. But like, I could see like a lot of SB fans not wanting certain SBs to drop because they would rather keep these SBs as like quote unquote gems, you know. But I mean, the way Nike is moving right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they start dropping a possibility to drop more like older like SBs and drop them today, you know, to build up back a lot more hype with the SBs. I mean, let's be honest with you. The hypest SB year in the last 5 years was 2023. Like, that's got to be probably the most hyped SBs line that we've seen in like the last 5 years. Like, that was like SBs took over 2023. Or, yeah, 2023 for sure. Just re-release Chunky Donkeys, please. I mean, I feel like that one is too soon, right? I mean, I feel like that's too soon. There was a lot of rumors talking about those Dooms supposed to drop this year, but there was nothing more or less about that shoe getting talked about this year. So as much as I would love to be able to get some of the Grail shoes for retail, I prefer to stay locked up. Why? Though? Why though? Is it one of those things? Because like I said, it goes back to the podcast that I had with a homie Heskicks, where like, you know, it's cool to have like a older model sneaker or like a colorway that they dropped back in the day and then just keep it as like, you know, 20, 15 years out. It's basically a gem. It feels like you have this old gem and nobody else has, you know. But at the same time though, Rami, right? Even if they do retro, you know, or come out with older models of SBs, a lot of these older SBs anyways are going to be, you know, they're going to be more sentimental later down the road regardless, you know? Like, I mean, who wouldn't want a fresh pair of freaking Tiffany SB Dunks, you know? Who wouldn't? And plus, obviously, will definitely drive the market down for SBs even more. Because it's like, even the way that Nike and Jordan Brand is dropping a lot of these older retros, like, it's just killing the market, which is fine by me. It's like, you got a fresh pair. It's a pair that you couldn't get, you know, back in the day. You can't, you know, break the bank on a Jordan. Well, guess what? Here it is again. So that's how I feel for Undefeated 4s, right? It's like when Undefeated 4 dropped, imagine a $15,000 shoe or $20,000 shoe going for a freaking $400, you know? So they should take high SBs and re-release them as lows, vice versa, Rami says. Let everybody eat, so drop everything again, Nike, I suppose, says. Facts. Sadie put in a department charter, never retro anything. If there's no new story to tell in skateboarding, they shut the department down, Tony says. Travis, you drop the 4s, and I'll be happy. Thanks. Nice. Bring the market down. I want the Paris at 3,000, Atomic says. I think re-releasing some SBs would bring the hype back, Seamery says. I mean, at an extent, right? Like, it will for sure. Obviously, you know, everyone's going to be hyped around the shoe if they, you know, do drop like Paris, if they ever re-retro Tiffany blue SBs. I mean, of course, like, people are going to be going crazy. But other than that, like, they'll only go crazy for that shoe specifically, right? They'll only go crazy for that shoe specifically and nothing else. If they just like drop one old retro of an SB and then the next day or the next like release, it's just like a regular GRSB, people won't care, right? So it's like you just pick and choose, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why like people only around whenever it's a really hype sneaker, a shoe that's reselling or a shoe that's really hype, people are going to be around. Nike SB needs to do a holiday release again. I think over time it would ruin the hype though, Tito says. I mean, SBs in general the hype has died down dramatically for SBs in general. So it doesn't really necessarily matter. Like I said, if they drop a hype SB that everybody's going to want, people are going to be around. But then the next drop of SBs, if it's a GR or if it's like some, you know, some random SB colorway, people are just not going to care, you know? That's just how it works. Like, let's be honest here, chat. I mean, you guys, a lot of you guys are the Monday through Friday guys. You guys are here every single day, regardless whether if a shoe resells or it doesn't resell. You guys are here to buy whatever you guys want to buy, right? But let's be honest here. When it's a hype drop, obviously everybody knows that they want that shoe not only because it's hype, it's because it has resell as well. Okay? Like, we have 530 of you guys in the building right now. Okay? Think about when the next hype Jordan is in the month of July. It's going to be Rare Airs. We're going to get over 1,000 people in here for the Rare Air Jordan 4s. Why? Because that's probably the next hype Jordan that's going to drop. And two, it's probably going to have some resale value, so people are going to be around. So that's what I'm saying, right? The next Jordan that drops, the only people are going to be around are the ones that want it for the toe. But are the people that want it, you know, just to resell it, are they going to be around? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Resale is just hype. That's how it is. That's why like I said, even if they bring back a older model of an SB, is that going to change anything? Absolutely not. The only thing that's going to change if Nike brings back an older SB is the resale value of the shoe. The value of it. The value goes down. The dirty Barts surprisingly moved at some skate shops. So depending on the colorway, it will move or not. Nike just needs to be smart about colors, Atomic says. But I don't necessarily think Nike really cares about I don't think they necessarily care about the value of the sneaker, like what it's going to perform. I think what they mainly care about is the hype. Like they want to bring hype. They got so many that a lot of folks don't know about, Ron says. I don't care if the hype or resale value. If I can like it, I buy it. Finesse says, facts, bro. I remember when SB first launched a shoe, Ron says. There you go. When was the first SB? What year was that? Like what? I don't remember, dude. I was a kid. What up, Chalupa? What's good, dude? Good morning. What's the next hype release? It's going to be Rare Airs. The Rare Airs are literally the hypest shoe to drop this month in July. And they left that shoe for the end of July. So Rare Airs are 100% going to be really high. Why? Because everyone wants... I mean, even though some people don't care, but there's going to be people that will care. Be like, yo, Raph, I'm wondering if I have the gold lettering or have the silver lettering. So that's really what brings up the hype with the Jordan 4 Rare Airs, is whether if you have the gold lettering or if you have the silver. Am I wrong, though? Like, I mean, you may not care, but others may, right? Other people may care. So, no Aqua 8s? No, I'm not saying. People are asking me what is the next hype release. I mean, yes, Aqua 8s are going to be probably a sellout, but let's be honest here, okay? The new sneakerheads are not going to really care about Aqua 8s. I mean, if you're a true, right, if you've been around for the Aqua 8s from the last release and the original release, like, do you think that, tell yourself this, do you think the new sneakerheads are going to want these Aqua 8s? They rarely drop any Aqua 8s, bruh. Okay? It's just like when they drop Jordan 14s. The only people that really care are only the ones that really been around 14s for a long time. You know? So, a lot of the old heads are definitely going to be coming out from the woodwork for these Aqua 8s probably. You know? But I'm not saying, listen, Aqua 8's best Jordan 8 for me. But, what up, Raph? Do you think our Rare Airs is 2, 3, wait, what? Top 3? No. I don't, Rare Air 4s, let me get here. This is my honest opinion about Rare Air 4s. It's not even top 10 for me. It's not even a top 10 shoe. It's not even a top 10 shoe. It's not a top 10 shoe. Like, I'm not a big fan of the Rare Airs. Like, I just got the shoe for content purposes, obviously. Since they were out here, JD Sports grand opening out here in Vegas, and they dropped them early, so why not grab them, you know? But other than that, like some people may like them, but I'm not crazy for them. So Nike had multiple attempts with Slate shoes before the Pro P Dunks even get anywhere near except to in skate culture. Well, what Nike needs to do, I don't know if you guys cared too much or not, but like me personally, back in 2021, if you guys were around buying shoes then, Nike, obviously it was, I don't necessarily think it was peak SBs, because peak SBs, like when people really got crazy on SBs and it was a little bit more, well, actually 2021 was affordable for a certain extent, depending on what they were dropping, because I don't know why Nike stopped dropping SB Dunk highs. Okay? Like, there was one year, which was 2021, that they were having a legacy run for SB Dunk highs in 21. I don't know why they stopped it. What up, G-Phase? What up, man? Good morning. They had a legacy run in 21 for SB Dunk highs. And then in 22, they just forgot about it. They just started pushing a lot more SB Dunk lows, which is fine. You know, right? I feel like towards the end of 2022, that's when a lot more SBs were a little bit easier to obtain. But man, they were on some legacy run on some SB Dunk highs, bro, in 21, man. They had a really good run. I mean, we're talking about Carpet Company. We're talking about Strawberry Coughs. They had the Gundams. They had a few other SBs that were really good. They had the those Hawaiian shoes. What were those? The Maui Wowies, I think, that they dropped the same year. Man, those were really good shoes. But then after that, it was just like they kind of slowed down on the SB high. So, rare air 3s are fire. So slept on. He's any better than the 4s. Finesse says. Yo, what's up, Rav? What up, Shaka? What up, dude? What's good, dude? You didn't really miss much, man. Yeah, I mean, yes, I would say that not a whole lot of people rocked highs like that. That's why, like, SB highs, they, like, even back in 21 when Nike was dropping SB highs, they were going for, like, what? Like, a little bit over $200. But retail was, like, at 135, I think, at the time, 140. But they were only going for a little bit over $200, maybe a little bit less than that. But still, it was still good colorways that they were dropping. Last best Dunk SB highs that came out was the candy corns. Oh gosh. What about the little Yachty Air Force One? Did y'all liked it or pass? I passed, but I ended up going for a pair for the homie. Nike needs to have more collabs and fun product stories. Running the retros games is getting old. I mean, that's their bread and butter though, G-Face. That's literally their bread and butter because no matter what, people are gonna want them, right? Like, that's literally been their bread and butter, has been just re-retroing a bunch of older colorways. I mean, think about this. I would say like this year, arguably alone, this has been like 1 year where like they've definitely slowed down on releasing new colorways, right? Besides any collabs they drop, like what? The Cave Stones, the Jordan 4s, and then like obviously some of the new colorways of SBs has been collabs. But other than that, like the retros, white cement 4s, like I feel like the lineup overall has been really, really good. But people are not going to complain though. People are still going to buy, and I think they're going to obviously still continue on with the what's it called, the Reimagine series. The Reimagine series, they're going to keep doing that stuff. They're going to keep doing it. Did you see Sneakers is doing a showcase on the 8th? Wonder if we see some things released on there, Rami says. I don't know. I do not know. So like them bringing back the Toro Bravo 4s, I'm not surprised. I feel like some of the retros that we haven't seen in a while, like really popular retros we haven't seen in a while, is pretty predictable knowing that it's going to come out soon. Like I feel like these are going to drop. Obviously these are dropping next year, and I feel like the True Blue Jordan 3s are dropping next year too. I feel like they're going to announce that. And I also still think the next Reimagine for next year is going to be a Jordan 6 Carmine. I think a Carmine Jordan 6 Reimagine is coming. I think that shoe is going to come. I think they're going to, I think next year they're going to have a couple 6s that they're going to be dropping next year. That some people may want. So True Blue Jordan 3s. I said, listen, I'm not, people are going to be like, yeah, all right, Raph. But remember back in 2023, chat, what did I say? Even back in 2024, like the beginning of 2024, where they didn't announce it yet, back in 23, I've been yapping about it. I said, listen, Nike's going to bring out the white cement Jordan 4s very, very soon. Okay? I mean, you guys could all predict that. I mean, a lot of you guys predicted this. Like, this is probably going to be dropping soon, too. And look what we have. Toro Bravo 4, Jordan 4s. Like, there's so many predictions that you guys could probably make that you could probably be right for next year. So, Laney 5s, right? RJ, you could probably predict that for next year. I wouldn't be surprised. We haven't seen that shoe in a while, right? Because what they've been doing with the Laney 5s, they've been making alternative colorways for the Laney 5s, but not the actual Laney 5s itself. What up, Raider Alex? What up, man? What up, V? Inner shock drop incoming. What shocked? Oh gosh. So my pair of Toros this year, because I need a fresh pair. Definitely copping. V! Shout out my boy V for the 5 gifted memberships in the freaking chat. Shout out my boy V, man. Thank you. Shout out to my boy V. UNC 3s. I mean, UNC 3s. When was the last time that dropped? Like, man, that was a shoe that I regret not going for. Shout out my boy V for the 5 gifted memberships in the freaking chat, man. Thank you, V. Love to see you in the chat with those gifted memberships. If you guys got a membership, make sure you guys are thanking V in the chat. All right, we appreciate those, man. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships in the chat, man. If you guys are getting any memberships, a lot of the supporters here in the chat love to freaking donate memberships. So if you guys don't mind saying thank you to them, if you guys do receive a membership, we do appreciate that. Hot take retro, the Air Max, dude. That's not even, you know what, Atomic? That's not even a hot take, bro. That's absolutely not a hot take at all. That's not a hot take. Look at Dougie for the 10 gifted. Don't Dougie, dead ass, bro. I gotta reach out to you about some shit about my brakes, bro. Dead ass. Like I told you yesterday, I need to reach out to you about my brakes. But shout out my boy Dougie for the 10 gifted memberships in the freaking chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Rare Dougie 10 gifted memberships in the chat. Appreciate that. WW for that 10 gifted. Facts, bro. Told you, man, it's all love at the end of the day. I told y'all, no harm, no foul with me, Dougie, bro. I told y'all that yesterday too. It's all love, bro, at the end of the day. True Blue 3s are dropping next year, Francisco says. I mean, if you want to predict that, I mean, any other predictions you guys want to put out, then go ahead and put it out, bro. Go put it out. The longtime SB's director and creative head, that's been the guy who started Dot Swoosh. He legit has a green card to create and produce anything, Tony says. Anybody in here could predict anything, bro. Anybody in here could predict anything. Shout outs to Will for the 11-month re-up. Kobe Girl Dad restocked Sneaker Room. Kobe Girl Dad dropped on Sneaker Room. Isn't Sneaker Room like... Shout out my boy Tito Kicks for the 10 gifted. Hold on, let me for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that. Here, let me gift you guys some memberships. Shout out to YouTube always doing this shit every single year too. All right, here we go. There it goes. Isn't there? Don't I have 10? Yeah, here we go. Here we go, chat. Another 5. YouTube always does this every single month, bruh. I always just be giving this shit. There he goes. Boom. There you go, chat. Shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate your guys' support as always, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. W all gifted in the memberships. Make sure if you guys got a membership, like I said, make sure you guys are saying thank you, man. All right, make sure you guys are saying thank you. I want them to do the metallic 4s pack again. Tanene says, which one? You're talking about like the purples, like with the it's all white with like purple, red, green. You're talking about those, Tanene? I remember that, dude. I remember when people were sleeping on it, like the Pure Money 4s. Oh yeah, I don't know what they're dropping the Pure Money 3s, but everyone's gonna want the Pure Money 4s when they do drop. Bro, I'm telling you, like Jordan 4s just hit different for some people, dude. It just hits different. I did notice, by the way, there was a couple Kobe restocks yesterday, and then there was one today for the Sneaker Room. Does that mean the Volt is coming? Did that mean the Volt coming? No, I don't need him. Dude, it's so crazy because the metallic Jordan 4 pack, those shot up like crazy. Like, I'm like, dude, what? I didn't notice that the metallic pack of the Jordan 4s went up until like who said it? Kais Omar, when he said it. I think he had the red metallic joints and they went up like crazy. Yeah, that's the deal with the Kobe Vault. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, what's going on. According to Keith Adams, like he has a whole list of like a bunch of Kobe's supposedly dropping in the next couple days. This is whether if it's on Nike or the Nike sneakers app. There's like, what was the list? The list was like, bro, the list was long. That shit was like almost 20 pairs of shoes of Kobe's dropping. Like it was nuts. So I don't know. The Air Jordan 4 Royals in leather would be awesome, Nelson says. Toro Bravo 4 is coming back. That's a must cop for me, Lost My Mind says. My Rodeo SBs in a size 13 went up to $400. Bro, I bought them at $250 on StockX and sold them for sold them for $700. Jeez. Holy crap. Yeah, I was not expecting that at all, dude. Was not expecting that at all. Where do I sign up for the Undefeated Fours? But if you want any updates for the Undefeated Fours, the link is pinned in the chat. We don't know any further information when it comes to other than signing up. That's all we know as of right now. That's what Undefeated put out. Who knows if we see an early drop of the Undefeated Fours. I wouldn't be surprised at all, though, if they do that. So if you want to sign up, it is pinned in the chat if you want to sign up for it. All right. Toro Bravo 4 is coming back. That's a must cop for me. Lost My Mind says, yes, sir. So there's no confirmation date for the Kobe Vault. Yeah, no confirmation date for the Kobe Vault as of right now. Like, if I hear anything or see anything, if I, people reach out to me, talking about it, then obviously, I'll jump back on the live stream. So, Rami, I bet you ain't wearing them yet, Finesse says. Well, Rami wearing sneakers? Yeah, that's a rare sight. Check your XDM. Look what giveaway the Yankees are doing next week. Might have to go, Rami says. Rami, are you a Yankees fan, right? You're a Yankees fan. You're a Yankees fan, right? How are you a Yankees fan and you are a New York Knicks fan, but you're a Raiders fan? How did that work? I don't know if I asked you that. I'm not trying to be an ass or like anything like that. Like, I'm just asking like a real question. I don't know if I even asked you how you became a Raiders fan, because you're a New York Knicks fan and you're a Yankees fan. I would have thought that you would be a Giants fan or a Jets fan. Given as anyone can clearly see by looking at Kobe Vault, he's been saying there's going to be released this week since it went on Sneakers app. A bunch of sizes, white cement 4s on DTLR, Nelson says. Big Backs Unite, Daniel says, maybe he just likes the colors. Maybe. I'm from San Diego and I'm a diehard Yankees fan. Yeah, I mean, it'll be like that sometimes. There's some people that were that live in a certain city that is a Yankees fan or a Giants fan. Used to play for the Pee-wees Raiders. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and weekends. Like how I became a 49ers fan, because my dad's side of the family are all 49ers fans. Like they're either a 49ers fan or a Raiders fan. And my cousin is from LA. And her husband is a huge Dodgers fan, which I was telling him, I was like, yo, so since you're a diehard San Francisco 49ers fan, why aren't you a San Francisco Giants fan? Ain't no questions, bruh. I ain't getting no answers. I grew up playing football as a kid. Our team was called the Raiders. Then Taekwondo Ball came out in Nintendo, and I used the Raiders all the time. So Bo Jackson and Howie Long, Rami says, okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I think I became a 49ers fan a little bit before the whole Kaepernick. That was, yeah. I mean, I was like in middle school, I think, when I really started getting into football. Because like I didn't care like my fam, like a lot of people didn't really care about the Seattle Seahawks, bro. When I was in middle school, I didn't hear. There was maybe one teacher. I had one teacher in middle school that was a die-hard Seattle Seahawks fan, and I didn't really care about too much about football until like maybe like freshman year or maybe 8th grade year of middle school. But other than that, like I was just watching games here and there, like whatever. But like other than that, like I didn't really care too much about sports besides basketball. Kaepernick tried running your team, yeah, for a while, but then shit the bed because the whole like political thing was going on. But working at the stadium, dealing with the Jets, I do favors them for the Giants. Rami says, please don't wish the Jets on anyone, buddy. Oh Oh boy, dude. Listen, that was just a question. That was it. It was just a question, bro. It was just a question. It was just a question. It was just a question. But what am I gonna lie? Like living in Washington for like a little bit half of my life, like I would say like I would say they're more of a diehard fan of Mariners versus the Seattle Seahawks before they became real popular. Like Mariner fans are always outside, bro. Like every time Mariners would play, dude, the crowd would be going crazy. But like Seattle Seahawks, like that shit was like what they had that little Super Bowl run versus the Steelers, and then after that, shit was dry until Russell Wilson got there. Mike Garcia for the 5. Let's go undefeated 4s, or maybe Marshawn Lynch. I would say Marshawn Lynch when he got there. Shout out to Mike Garcia for the $5 donation. Let's go undefeated 4s. Mike says, "There you go, my dude. Hopefully you hit, man." Morning collection fam. Raph, you seen Cav kiss his biceps and fell in love. Smack Burner says, "Oh gosh." Seahawks had Alexander when I started watching them. Skinner says, "Yeah, Sean Alexander. They had a nice little offensive squad, man. Restocked jerseys on Nike." Atomic says, "For what?" For what? Jerseys restocked on Nike for what though? Is it Kobe's? Listen, if there's more talks about Kobe's like restocking a little bit here and there, I wouldn't be surprised if the vote really happens today. I mean, tomorrow is the 3rd of July. You think they're gonna want to push Kobe vote on July 3rd? I doubt it, because that's the pure money drop tomorrow. Like, who is going for the pure monies tomorrow? What up, Stroke? What up, man? What's good, dude? Who in here is going for the pure money Air Jordan 3s tomorrow? Anybody? Percy Harvin was nice. He was. He definitely was. I met Percy Harvin at the grand opening. We had a grand opening at Buffalo Wild Wings. He was actually there. I got to meet him. Not me. Pure money Air Jordan 3s. Well, by the way, we'll have the stock numbers too. I'm going for them, Marcel says. Okay, we got a few. Got a few guys going for them. Undefeated 4s can be released on JD Sports. No, I wish. Lost my mind. I wish, bruh. Hey, listen, if Undefeated 4s was to drop on JD Sports, I would be there. They're nice but passing. Already hit on Hibbett Sports. Scene Lover says, I like the ivories on. Supposedly, a lot of stores are having late shipments on the Air Jordan 3s. Supposedly. I'll pick up Pure Money's down the road. Pass on the Pure Money's. Can't pull on the all white shoes. Oh, by the way, did you guys see? I don't know why this was a big issue, but the guy Brandon Dunn is officially leaving Complex Sneakers, I believe, and he's gonna be working for StockX. Diego Jamirez for the 40-month re-up, passing on the 3s. Need those undefeated 4s, Diego says. Yeah, I don't know if is he officially leaving, the Brandon Dunn guy? Brandon Dunn officially leaving Complex Sneakers and then going to, I don't know how to spell his, is it B-R-E or B-R-A? Brandon Dunn joined StockX as the new Senior Director of Customers, Community, and Engagement. Seems like they stopped the podcast. He done sold out. He left the complex some time ago now, DJ says. He announced it. Yeah, he announced it. He's Brandon Dunn has joined StockX as the new Senior Director of Customer Community and Engagement. Like, there was a lot of people like giving him crap about this, which, man, like, bro, he probably got the bag, bro. I don't blame him. All right, but he got the bag. All right. Some people are giving him crap because people are giving him crap because he doesn't like resellers. Supposedly. Like some people were saying, like, Buddy don't even like resellers, and he's gone join StockX. Hey man, listen. All I gotta say is, the bag is right, bro. People hating on StockX, but hey, they ain't going nowhere. Giant bag, absolutely, bro. I mean, do you blame them? They offering him, if they're offering him the bag, I mean, he's gonna go. He's gonna go. But it's the thing is, it's funny, bro. I think it's funny how like, the people. Someone made a point where like saying like the people that hate resellers are congratulating him getting the job at StockX. But I'm like, well, that's different. It's his job. If it's paying his bills, he's helping his family. He's getting the bag. I ain't blaming him. I ain't even get that bag, bruh. Hey man, listen. F the criticism. Man's taking care of his family. They got him confused with what Lee Base Maryland says. We got paid top tens. He used to talk about reselling his shows on Complex show. I never really watched their shows too much. I know I did see chat. I did see that 2J's did pull up to Complex and had an interview podcast with them. So I don't know what's going to happen moving forward with this situation at this point, because obviously, 2J's is, voicing his situation with Shoe Surgeon. I really don't know what's going to happen moving forward. I swear to y'all, I had like over 20 people send me this. Okay. I had over 20 people send me this yesterday.
Anything to Dom right now, what would it be?
For once in your life, do the right thing.
What did he say? He said, what was the question? What was the question? He said, what would be the one message that he has for Shoe Surgeon?
To Dom right now, what would it be?
For once in your life, do the right thing. For once. I don't know how you could just continue to allow this to be going on unless you're in on it, and everything that you've said to me in person is just an act, right? Because it's two different people, email and person.
I don't know what's going to happen with that situation. I don't know. Everyone was asking me like my thoughts about it. I don't know. I honestly, truly don't know. Because like I told you guys, moving forward with all this, with this situation with Shoe Surgeon, like all I gotta say is just the best of luck. I really do hope he bounce back from this. Prayers out to him and his wife. I know she's dealing with for stage 4 cancer, colon cancer, and like, it's I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen moving forward. This is my opinion. I personally don't think any of those consigners are getting paid back. That's what I think. I don't think any of those consigners, there's just too much money on the table. Like way too much money on the table to pay every single one of those consigners back. There's just no way. From how it's going, the way how much debt is built up with that store, and how the numbers were, hey man, listen, the math was mathing a little bit. It's just, bro, where are you going to get all this money from to pay all those consigners? So, Urban says he is about to be done, for which is unfortunate. Sounds like the Shoe Surgeon and his team scammed him, as JK5 says. It was just, at the end of the day, it was just a bad business move, man. It just sucks, but it is what it is. We needed a referee with the 2Js and Shoe Surgeon situation, Deleon says. Fools ain't going to see their money in their shoes. No, absolutely not, bro. And I think it's just, obviously, he just wants to make sure his name's kind of cleared out, knowing that he wasn't trying to, to finesse anybody that was, consigning at his store. So Remaining product will be liquidized to pay legal fees. Tony says, bro, probably. This is why a lawyer always needs to be present during business deals. He needs to stop trying to get on the side of public opinion and let the court settle everything. And ain't gonna make no difference talking with the facts come out in court, Nathan says. He has to give those shoes back if that's the case. Who else been going back to Noel 2J's vids and analyzing? Troy Brown says, in my opinion, just let the man live. People love to watch someone when they are down and out, and when they are up, people ignore you. Lamar says. It's only a few millions between 2 million and Dom. They can definitely pay it back. I'd sell off some of the stuff owned. I mean, the thing is though, Greater Footsteps, you don't know how much debt they're in though, bro. Like it's not only like not only the consigners getting paid. There's more than that. You know, there's more than that, bro. There's just more than that. Like, obviously, when a lot of these bills ain't getting paid, it kind of says a lot. You know what I mean? If shit ain't getting paid, bro, like where's all the money going to? Feel me? Where's all the money going to? That shit ain't going to the bills. Kayla, what up, Kayla? Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I mean, a few $1 million, bro. Like a few. Man, look. If you're saying Greater Footsteps, if you're saying only a few $1 million, I mean, shit, $1 million is $1 million, dude. That shit ain't coming out of your ass. You feel me? Like, that shit, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, bro. Regardless, I don't care what anyone says. If you're talking about millions, like that's rough. I mean, he's also dealing with probably, I can't imagine how much money he's got to put in with, with his wife and all that stuff. And, so slight, I guess. The consigner's debt is around $2 million. Pay that off and file bankruptcy for the business. Greater Footsteps says, man, there's got to be other stuff behind it, dude. I mean, he mentioned that he said there's over 37,000 consigners. According to him, he said over 37,000 consigners. An average cost of each shoe that's consigned is around $500. I mean, do the math, bro. You think it's over around $2 million, bro? It's more than that. That's more than that, bro. But even that, like, even if they're in debt, they got to pay bills and all that stuff. Where is he going to get the money? They got no money. I feel like there's only things, there's things that are obviously not said fully, bro. For the way the situation's going, there's a lot more to it that we don't know, dude. In my personal opinion, like if it's just a few hundred, a few million, a couple $1 million, like there's got to be more, bro. There's got to be more other stuff. He said he's selling the house for the money. I don't think it's gonna be enough. I don't think. He even said he don't think it's gonna be enough. He's got to sell his personal stuff, his properties. Calculate to yourself. Stop relying off what he says. Greater Footsteps says, but Greater Footsteps. We're just going based off what we're hearing, dude. Like, you're going based off what? Like, you know what's in the books? Like, I'm no offense. We're just having a conversation here, Greater Footsteps. Like, are you like his accountant or something? Like, cause it seems like you know all the numbers, you know what I'm saying? It just, for me, how I look at it and the way this situation has transpired, it's a lot of money. That's how I look at it. It's a lot of money. Okay. It's a lot of money to it, dude. There's a lot of money to it. A lot. I mean, obviously, if it was that easy, then he could probably done it himself. You feel me? There's 2 shoes left. I really went in 2025. The Shadow Backboards ones is the Fire Red 5. So the shoe shirts doesn't have to pay any the co-signers. C. Marie says he ain't got to pay nothing. It's all on 2Js, I believe. It's all on 2Js. He's He's pretty proud of Jumpman fan says. Anyways, if y'all, hey, listen, if you want to be invested into it, you're more than welcome to. I'm just going based off what we've seen so far, and nothing greater footstep, nothing against you. Obviously, you know, you've been obviously a little bit more invested in more than I have, and you probably heard more, but like, I'm just kind of going based off what I've seen so far, right? Like, you might be right, greater footstep. You might absolutely be right, man. But at the end of the day, from what I've seen so far and what we know, like, there's just so much money he's got to deal with. He's got to deal with, man. Especially trying to take care of his wife, man. Like, that shit ain't cheap, dude. Like, those hospital bills, especially when, you know, when you have cancer and all that stuff, that shit ain't free, bro. That shit expensive as hell, you know? It's not a lot of money for them. Bruss, he said he'll do it himself, but doesn't want him to do it by himself. Since he's been a part of the company, he wants Dom to do his part. If he could do, the thing is greater footsteps. If he could do it himself, and obviously he wants Dom to do his part, but if he wants all this shit to get paid, then why doesn't he do it himself then? Why doesn't he do it? Like, clearly he can't do it. He honestly can't do it by himself, bruh. If you're saying there's not a lot of money, then why can he just pay it off? Why can he just pay? You know what I mean? Like, you're making it seem like it's that easy. That's what I'm getting at. Like, you're making it seem like it's that easy. Clearly, it's not that easy, bro. Because if it was that easy, then he would have been paying that shit off now. Everything would have been paid off. He wasn't having money issues before shoe surgeon came in. They wouldn't have brought him in, and one won't talk because the lawyers say they don't talk, which would be smart on both sides to do. It's a crazy situation, man. Hopefully TJ's facts, bro. Because no one knows how much they owe. Absolutely, there's no specific number, dude. Like, I feel like there's no specific number. But you're not understanding me, bruh. I'm trying to, but the way that if you're kind of explaining things, like, I don't know. I think it's because he's running a Gallo 12 instead of a Gallo 24. Oh gosh. If he had the money, he would be paying it. Got to sell stuff to cover the costs. Well, at the end of the day, chat, like I said, man, I honestly wish him the best of luck, dude. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him, and I'm rooting for his wife to beat cancer. And it's sad to really hear, bro. Like I said, I can't imagine how he's freaking what he's dealing with. Yeah, it's sad, bro. It's not the Carlos Hunters, though. It's the taxes, rent, etc. He does not even know what the numbers look like. He has said it, Synergy says. Verdict reached in Diddy's trial, Rami says. Opinions, Daniel says. File pregnancy. Shoe surgeon has to pay Nike a bag, and he's jacking that, Jay says. TJ says he will sell off his stuff to pay them back. He doesn't want to because he's not been there for 3 years. So TJ wants Dom to contribute to paying that debt so TJ doesn't have to do it all. Greater Footsteps says. Well, like I said, I don't know what the situation is gonna happen moving forward, and we'll see what happens. Did he talk? Let's go, guilty or not? Man, y'all got invested all this Diddy stuff, bruh. Y'all talking about Diddy this, Diddy that, huh? You guys all invested into Diddy, dude. Man, they out of here putting on a show to rob consigners and banks. This shit is a full-on money scheme. People use our hearts to continue to play us and finesse good people money, G-Face says. Shout out my boy G-Face in the freaking building. Driver said free Diddy. Oh my god. That's so crazy, bruh. You invested in 2J's too, Toof says. Diddy and 2J's are two different situations, Toof. That's two different situations, bro. Diddy and 2J's situations are two different things. Yeah, man, listen, I bet you that courtroom was really slippery. Ravi, don't care if I'm doing what's up with Undefeated 4. What up, Florida? What's good, dude? If you want to sign up for any updates for the Air Jordan 4, by the way, anybody in here that's asking about the Undefeated 4s, if you want any updates, make sure you guys sign up. The link is pinned in the chat. All right? Conspiracy, they're connected. Hey, man, you're right. You're not wrong. I met Rappy at a Diddy party, Kalive says. Yeah, all right. Oh, man. I'm not reading for him at all. His wife or his wife. He shouldn't even be publicity speak out, or his wife issues online for sympathy because he a fake victim. SMH colleague Green says, yeah, like I said, everyone has their opinions about the situation, and I understand that. I'm not gonna criticize too much about anyone that's that has something to say about the situation, how people feel, but because it is what it is, bro. I mean, these guys used to be multi-million-dollar. They used to have a lot of money, but now it's just like, damn, it's just whole ass shit effed up situation. Hype Sneakers is general as Cook. I mean, yeah, it's not the same anymore. Like sneaker reselling. I mean, anyone that's been around sneakers for quite some time, listen, can know that like the sneaker reselling game is not the same. It's just not. Like, can we all agree here that the reselling game is not the same? It's just not the same, chat. Get Mark from the gym on stream, bro. That's so crazy. It's just not the same, man. It is not the same. No, yeah, absolutely not, bro. It is not the same. Nowhere near. This is not COVID. This is not 2019, 2016, 17, where Yeezys were just constantly making people money, right? This is not the pandemic, right, where every single thing was reselling. This is not the wave of dunks, regular dunks, painted dunks going for $400 a pop, right? It's just not the same, bro. It's just not. It's a buyer's market. It really is. It's not the same at all. We just need something that doesn't charge fees, Flipper Drip says. What up, Flip? Said some sage in the chat. We need more positive vibes, Lamar says. Facts, bro. I mean, think about it. That's why I've been saying to you guys that like a lot of resellers have adapted to the reselling game in general. I mean, that's not even just reselling sneakers, reselling in general. Listen, from what I heard, okay, and I will give you guys my thoughts and opinions because I'll probably show up to SneakerCon Las Vegas. From what I heard at SneakerCon Atlanta, all you saw was just a bunch of new stuff that's been releasing the last couple years, couple months too. And also you see Pokemon cards and Labubus. It's all you see now. That's all you see now. From what I heard, anybody that pulled up at SneakerCon Atlanta which was, I believe, last week or the week before that. That's all they saw was Labubus, Pokemon cards, and some of the hype drops that dropped in the last like 6 months. Literally, everyone's tables were looking the same. And trust me, I will go to SneakerCon, maybe. We'll see, and then we'll see how that all kind of transpire and see what's kind of going down at the SneakerCon nowadays. Pokemon has a better than sneakers and has quite some time. Oh, it's been, dude. It's been. Like, people don't realize that Pokemon cards and trading cards have been valued every single year. Like, it's been the same. Like, reselling game for Pokemon was absolutely the same with certain sets and certain cards. Mike, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that, Mike. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships in the freaking chat. Appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. That was really nice of you. Shout out my boy Mike Garcia for the 5 gifted memberships in the freaking chat. I appreciate that. No membership for Diddy, Mike Garcia says. Shout out to my boy Mike. If you guys got a membership in the chat by the homie Mike, make sure you guys are saying thank you to the homie Mike Garcia in the freaking chat. That's why I didn't go to the event. Never been to a sneaker con. I'd spend way too much money, Dean says. I feel you, bro. Oh yeah, trading cards it's the thing is, what people don't realize is that if you've been with trading cards have been big for a long time. It's just a little bit harder to obtain cards now. It is. Like, trading cards have been around for so long. Like, when the new sets come out, people will buy early. People will buy the biggest hits. But right now, like, the market for cards have definitely has gone up. The demand has gone up just because a lot more people are getting into it now. It's been like that. Even during COVID was huge for trading cards because that's where it really started. Where I found it was during COVID with the rip and ship. I started seeing like certain TikTokers were doing rip and ships on TikTok during COVID, and that's when I got back into trading cards back in 21. And then now it's just like today's like you can't see any trading cards besides maybe sports cards. That's it. But Pokemon cards, you can't. Good luck finding stuff in the wild. I don't know. I haven't been to a sneaker event in a long time. SneakerCon is for reselling meetups and show tell display cases. Tell me I'm wrong. Tube says it used to be. Like, I think the last time we did a meetup was back in 2022, where SneakerCon. I remember getting flown out by SneakerCon, and they flew me out to Dallas, and that was the last time when we all met up. That was it. But other than that, like, I don't know. SneakerCons are it's not the same. You're telling me I pay NT Magic in like twice a week and can't even find a Final Fantasy cards SMH? Yeah, I know. It's tough to find. I just found my Marvel trading cards. Dude, the Marvel trading cards, I think they're only available at GameStop. Because I was just talking to somebody about the Marvel cards, and I think they're only available at GameStops. I copped some Labubu for a kid, Raph, Daniel says. For the kid. There you go, Daniel. There you go. I do want to point out, okay? I do want to point out something for you guys. I do want to point out, if you buy any Labubu, because obviously Labubus is obviously the thing, right? If you buy any Labubu on the Pop Mart website, right? You realize the shipping cost on buying a Labubu online is pretty expensive because it's, Pop Mart is originated from China. So all the Labubus are coming from China. So if you're buying, that's why a lot of people would say buy more, like 6 is the max because they come in a case. Because so you get your money's worth on like the Labubus. Because if you buy individually after tax and shipping, it's like, for me, I pay like $37. Around that price, $37, $38 per Labubu on the website. So that's why if anybody that's bought a Labubu from me, I did charge whatever $37-$38 that I paid for it, and then just add $12 on top, which is around $50 for the Labubu shipped. Shout out to everyone that's purchased one, because I was just trying to get rid of them for retail if anybody needed them. But yeah, if you're buying anything from Potmore, just know that shipping costs, because that shit's shipping from China, so it's just not cheap. Let's see. I went to Pop Mart in Amsterdam and Paris, but don't see the hype at all, Vin says. Okay. That's like $10 shipping. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. But like, once again, if I'm selling like Labubus and I'm like trying to, get rid of them for anybody that needs them for retail, like I'd be telling people, listen, if you want, you could probably get a better deal locally versus buying it from me for retail, because you got to pay for shipping on top of it. So but yeah, I know, Eric, I know. Listen, I got a whole case that I got, but it's for my nieces. They're coming into Vegas in the next 2 days, so I didn't want to crack the case until they wanted to get a Labubu themselves. That was one reason why I was getting a bunch of them, because my sisters and my nieces and nephews are gonna want one. So Larry got attacked for charging for a label. Where's failed? Yeah, he got charged because he was charging for $50. That's why I was saying, man, like Labubus, you're buying on Potmore, it's gonna be like around $36 to $37 after tax and shipping on that website if you only buy one. And that's expensive, right? So if anybody's gonna buy it from us, like it's like you gotta pay like $12-13 shipping, because normally I do like 3-day shipping. Like I sold Dean, him and his daughter and his son some Labubus, and all you had to do is pay shipping. That is it, and then just paid for how much I got it for. So Rafi got me 5 cases of Big Into Energy. Used his plug. Thanks, Raf. Got me 5 cases of Big Into Energy. Used his plug. Thanks, Raf. Rami says. Butt plug, yeah. What plug? I ain't plugged nobody in. Open some packs, Raf. I saw your story, because she says, dude, that was all stuff that I got last week. That's all stuff that I got last week. They were, yeah. I made sure, Dean. I made sure I do like the 3-day shipping. I did the 3-day shipping, so it got there freaking quick, dude. So it'd really be cool if anyone would teach me how to use Potmart, bro. That shit is a freaking that shit tough sometimes, but it's just patience. I've been telling people it's all patience. So. Human dolls, what a world, Atomic says. Hey man, listen. Rafi can't open cards on stream, Rami says. Oh yeah, you can't, dude. You can't, because you're gonna be called a copycatter. You can't do it. You can be called a copycatter, bro. That's why I only have my that's why I have my separate channel for Pokemon stuff. I don't do Pokemon stuff like on this channel. I don't do it, bro. Like I told you, like I be on the if you guys be following me on Instagram, dude, I be on the low, dude. I be moving a little bit different when it comes to Pokemon stuff. Like you guys see my IG story, I've been copying a lot of shit lately, bro. I've been buying a lot of stuff. What up, CD? What up, dude? Give us Pokemon, Vin says. No, I can't. I'm not doing it on this channel, bro. I just do it for fun. Most of the time, the reason why I don't do pack openings, my kids do it, bro. I literally give the packs to my kids. My kids open it themselves. That's what they do. All right? Whoever said that must do a Labubu unboxing as well, DeLeon says. Copycatters and tattletellers. Or it must be a Spectrum. What's the other channel? I forget, dude. Hold on, let me see. bro, because I used to do unboxings on there all the time, like rips and stuff like that. I did it with me. It was me and my wife. Me and the wifey were doing it. The last stream we did was like 2 years ago, bro. Back in 23, that we finally made a channel off of it. So yeah, that's the channel. If you want to check it out, we've been having that channel since like back in 21 or 22 when I opened it up. Because I was like, my girl was like, you keep buying all these packs. Why don't you just make a YouTube? And that's exactly what I did. But I haven't posted anything on there for like, it's been a while. Because I was playing the TCG game of Pokemon. So it's been a little bit. So well, Diddy only getting 20 years, Orlando says. But yeah, when Diddy gets out of prison, dude, he's gonna be like what? I don't know how old he is. He's probably in his 40s. He's gonna be like 60, 70 years old. I expected live because she says probably because money, bro. Money. The kids have the golden hands. That's why his energy's facts, bro. You got an Umbreon? I do. I was gonna get a second one. I used to have like before I moved to Vegas, I sold all my my like Evolving Skies. I got the like top 3 cards in that set, and I had it was all PSA 10, but I sold it before I moved out here in Vegas. But I still have this one, and then I just recently got my Flareon, and then my Glaceon right there. So I mean, I still do stuff on the side. You know, I'm still buying. I still constantly open. On the fantasy, Final Fantasy Magic cards, like I pull all types of shit in there. Like, dude, I told y'all, like, I told y'all I'd be moving a little bit different when it comes to this stuff, like, because I don't really talk about it on stream. I just like, I don't know. I'm just outside doing all this stuff. Bro, listen, I want to take this. Look at this Travis Scott card that I have. I still have this one. This is from the Complex Con thing. I want to get this low-key graded. Like, look, I'll show y'all. So I have all my stuff in here that hold on. If anybody's into Magic Gathering, this is my Magic cards from Final Fantasy. I just sold a couple too. I just pulled that guy. I don't know what that is. I don't know what I was looking at, bro. I got a lot of stuff. Like, I got like 4 boxes of this. And my kids opened 3 of them. Right. This is the Magic Gathering that everybody wanted. A lot of people wanted this. Final Fantasy. And then I got like 4 cases coming in of these for BIE. So I don't really talk about it too much on the stream. I really don't. Because most of this stuff is like for my niece and my nephews and my sisters that want them. So I don't really sell them like that unless I only sell it for retail. I just found Pokemon in the wild. Matt says, "What up, Matt? What's good, dude?" Ravioli. No, I don't resell it, bro. Everything that I have, I open. Like literally, all my kids open all this stuff. Like my Magic cards, like I let my kids open them, bro. I don't even know what I was looking at. They just like opening up packs. I was like, well, here's a bunch of packs that you guys could open, and then I just let them open them. Like 95% of the time, we're opening packs, bro. Like I don't sell any of these. I have my kids because my kids wanted to start collecting Pokemon cards, so they have their own binders that have their favorite cards and stuff like that. So, is it best buy in person or online finding MT? Dude, Tony, let me tell you something, bro. It's best to buy it in person, dude. Like online is tough, especially if you're finding for like Magic cards. it's better off to buy them in person, but at the same time, like you got to be in a situation where like either your job's flexible, where like you could go out there and find the restocks, but like other than that, like it's gonna be tough to find. So yeah. Plus, age ain't nothing for but a number. Only people that get off charges like are feds and friends. And when all the electric poles down in Vegas, yeah, I don't know. I don't in my side of town. I don't know. Nothing really had much going on in my side. I don't even know what the weather is looking like. Hold on. What time is it? 7:30. Dang, dude. Yo, the weather is some ass out here. It's cloudy. It's cloudy out here. Any tips on looking for Pokemon in person? I'll tell you this, Kicks on a Band. You want to know really the number one tip? If you really want to hit in store, quit your job. That's my honest truth, bruh. There's no way that like someone that has a 9 to 5 is gonna be able to catch a restock unless you're lucky. Like dead ass, dude. Like when I tell you guys that I'm outside, I'm freaking outside, bruh. My boy's tree fell on his house yesterday. Damn, that's rough, dude. It was bad. Raining here in Henderson. Yeah, on my side of town, it's not raining at all. It's just cloudy as hell. Yeah, dude, you guys should have seen like the storm out here in Vegas that happened yesterday. Dude, everything fell, like light post, trees. People were losing their homes because the trees are just falling over their home. I mean, it's not crazy damage, but still, like that still sucks. A lot of people still have no power. Still have no power out here in Vegas, like certain towns. Pouring here currently, Daniel says. Yeah, hopefully the weather ends up clearing up in the next couple days because like all my family's coming in the next 2 days. Actually, tomorrow afternoon. So hopefully the weather ends up clearing out. But as of right now, it's supposed to be thunderstorm, cloud. Dude, it's supposed to be sunny for the rest of the week, bro. Oh my gosh. 108 next week is crazy. It's back to 100s next week, chat. So, I don't know. I don't like it when it rains out here. The reason why I don't like it because like for some reason, dude, like the rain, I don't know. It's like dirty. Vegas bipolar weather and is infamous. Dude, imagine it being raining and then it's like 90 degrees outside still. That shit's gross. Shadow backboards on the 12. Too Crucial says. I mean, Too Crucial, that's the rumor. I mean, that's what everyone's saying. I'm not 100% certain what's kind of going on with the whole shadow backboard stuff. We're gonna have to wait and see. I drove by my GameStop last Friday. Probably had 30 people in line. It just wasn't worth the squeeze. Well, if you guys here, I'll give you guys this. So if you guys had ever heard about Pot Finder, that is where you want to go look for any restocks. Okay, I don't know if you guys know about this website right here. It's called Pot Finder. All right, anyone that's into wanting to see, all right, let's see if my place got some stock. All right, so you could the main store that I like to look at is Best Buy. Best Buy normally like the morning of, they'll have everything loaded up in their area. So for instance, I could look up stock, right? There's a freaking queue. You're in a waiting room, whatever. It's gonna ask you. I'll put you guys on some of you guys that don't know, because this is easy for anybody. A lot of people use this all the time. So a certain item, for instance, for like SPCs, booster bundles, ETBs, booster bundles right here, loose packs, whatever. You could click on it because I've caught like 4 restocks of these just by using this, right? So for instance, I'll put in my zip code and then it's asking you for your range of whatever, and then it says I am human, and then boom, submit. All right, here we go. So basically, for instance, these are the locations of Best Buys in my area, right? Sometimes in the morning, I'll check sometimes early in the morning, like during this time. it will show like stock numbers. If it says like if it says like 1,000 on there, that means they got some stock. That doesn't necessarily mean have 1,000, in store, but in hand, just know that they have some in hand and that they're gonna drop that morning. That's how I know some of this stock. Like I caught so many restocks by just using this, but you have to check in the morning, right? Because some Best Buys, they like to drop them early in the morning. Most of the time, the Best Buys out here in Vegas, they will drop them in the morning, like when they open, and then people will be in line, and they'll hand out, like sometimes stores will hand out slips of SKUs, so they know exactly how much they have in stock until they sell out. GameStop does it sometimes, but this is what I normally use, is called Pot Finder. So I don't use it for Target. I only strictly use it for Best Buy. And I normally get there like maybe like an hour and a half before opening time, and likely I hit something every single time. Sometimes, like yesterday, I showed up yesterday to Best Buy. I ended up hitting some tins, and they didn't have anything yesterday. So I was just there like 30 minutes before opening, and they had some stuff. Not everything is gonna get loaded up though. Just anybody that's trying to find some product. That's normally what I do. But with Target, I'm looping Target all the time. So that's how I found all that stuff that you've guys seen on my Instagram story. All that stuff you see on my story are from Best Buy and from Target. So where to sign up for Undefeated Forest Queer? It's pinned in the chat. If you want to sign up. For all that stuff, it's pinned in the chat if you want to sign up for the Undefeated Fours. So I'm trying, listen, and I'm being as transparent as possible with y'all, because like the only way to catch a restock during the day, especially for Target, is to literally quit your job, bro. Like dead ass, dude, because the restocks are just random. It's either that they're getting shipped up from UPS, or they have the and then the employees will put them out, or it's the vendor. And both stores have vendors for Target and Walmart. Sometimes the employees are the ones restocking it, but it just depends how they receive their shipment. So, because if it's the vendor's the one that's putting it all on the shelves. But if you see a random restock in the morning, that's probably the employees doing it. So yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just being transparent, because that's literally how people find restocks, because it works out for their schedule. Like depending on your schedule, bro, because majority of the restocks are in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. Diddy found not guilty on major charges and smaller charges. Oh-ish. Diddy going out there as a dealer again. Watch out, people. Dripmore says. Facts. If you have a 9 to 5, don't even bother going to the stores. Tanene says, absolutely. Yeah. If you work in the morning and get off at 5, you're not going to be able to hit anything. So at least you don't get key, bro. Props, CD says. Yeah, man, it's not easy, bro, to go out there and just listen, it's not easy to go out there and find some. It's hard to find some shit, dude. It's really hard, dude. I take a lot of time out of my day doing it sometimes too. So it takes a lot of time out of your hands. I see a ton of Pokemon options on there. No MTG. Yeah, for Magic of the Gathering, Tony, it's very minimal. That's why, Tony. Very, very minimal. Like when I was there for the opening for the Magic the Gathering for Final Fantasy, they only had four boxes of Final Fantasy, and me and the other guy took it all, because I was second in line, he was second, and he was first, and it was limited to 2 each box. He took 2, I took 2, and that was it. So, and then Best Buy did a first come first serve, and it was 1 per person, and they only had like 8 boxes, and there was 50 people in line, and I was 5th in line. So actually, they only had 7. And I was 6th in line, and there was like 50 people. Like, shit was not easy. That shit was limited. Being an adult and stack bread rather than chase cards. But if you find some cards, I'll pay good. Oh my god. I'm just saying, dude. Hey, that's just the in-store gems. You just gotta know when the shipment's about to come in. That's it. You just gotta know your store. That's like my best advice I could give you is you gotta know your own store. That's all I gotta say. Because some stores do different than others. Like my store does first come first serve. They have a limit to 5 to 6 sometimes, and then other stores they keep it behind the counter and it's like 1 per SKU. So it just depends on the store. Sometimes they only do 2 per person. Like you just take 2 items and that's all you get. So Target restocks on Thursdays, not all the time. My restock, when I caught those 4 or 5 SPCs that I got, it restocked on a Tuesday. And it was the day when they restocked switches. They restocked switches. And they were like, you know what? Since we're restocking switches, we might as well just put out Pokemon too. And that's exactly what they did. They had 12 SPCs. They had booster bundles, booster blisters, and then loose packs. So that's all. I'm still looking for some ETBs, bruh. That's what I'm looking for, but I can't find shit out here, dude, for those. So, but anyways, guys, that's basically it for me. I'll be live tomorrow for the 3s. All right, I'll be live for the 3s tomorrow, chat. But if you guys don't mind smashing that like button, I really do appreciate you guys once again for supporting, as always. Thank you guys so much. Every single morning, you guys be tapping in. Thank you guys so much for donating the memberships. Love to see when you guys do, donate those. I love it when everyone starts to look green in the chat. That is the goal. Everybody is green in the chat. That is the ultimate goal. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. As always, happy freaking Wednesday. I'll see a lot of you guys tomorrow for the Pure Money Air Jordan 3s drop. We'll have the stock number breakdown, and then we'll go from there. All right, we'll talk about also some of the Nigel Sylvesters. I haven't talked about that, but we'll talk about that tomorrow morning. But also stream, as always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. I really do appreciate you guys as always, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day, man. The only green we like, Rami says. StockX got $20 off right now, Daniel says. Go, go, go. But I'll see you guys later, man. Have a great Wednesday and stay safe and stay blessed. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Have a good one. Uh-oh, it's not loud enough. There it goes. All right, guys. Peace. Flipper Drip for the 5 gifted. Thanks, Flip. Appreciate you, bro. Love, bro. Thank you. Peace.
There's no denying